guys, welcome back to Sarah Abbott Life Coaching. My name is Sarah and I'm the life coach here. I have had a lot of people asking me about getting organized. I think if you live in some states, you've been trapped home for a year with the children full time and are starting to realize that not being organized and having systems is going to make you crazy. And then some of you are lucky enough to live in places where you got to move on with your life. But even then, when you move on with life and return to work and school, you still realize how important systems are. So today we begin a new series in which we tackle getting organized through the use of systems or habits, whatever you want to call it. I am an Enneagram 8, which makes me very controlling. So I am the queen of systems. You could come over at any moment and look inside my Tupperware drawer and it would be totally organized. It's not like I'm really neat. Neat and organized are different things. I have zero threshold for tolerating chaos, and because it's a lack of control, right? And so I have built my entire parenting and wife life and home life around having a very high functioning home and family. So I hope that whatever I can offer you is useful. All right, I believe that getting organized starts with envisioning the life that you want. I'm not kidding. I really own your story, change your life. It's there with everything, even with getting organized. So, like Stephen Covey taught us, begin with the end in mind. You cannot be everything to everybody. You cannot conquer every system in your life. And so you kind of have to think about, like, what are your priorities? Is it getting fit? Then you need to focus on exercise. Is it getting healthy? You need to focus on your food and exercise. But if it's like, I want this home and family to run more peacefully without so much stress in my life, then that's what we're doing here. We're going to work on those systems that make our home life and our family life move more smoothly. So picture the life that you want, the family that you want, the home that you want, and move from that point, beginning with the end in mind. That is a great way to start any life change, including getting organized. Okay, the second thing I want to tell you is I think you need to, in that factor, I'm speaking mostly to the ladies here, we've had a tough year. Pandemic homeschooling meant mostly it was moms picking up all the pieces of the school life and obviously the home life and the work life, all of it, okay? And so it's really important to take a minute and think, where am I irreplaceable? Because somebody somewhere is going to have to get let down. For me, I have always prioritized my life as a wife and a mom, mostly because I can't tolerate chaos. And I knew that if I worked a lot, I was not going to have the energy and efficacy that I wanted in the home. And so I made the home my priority. I have worked part-time most of that time, but I have very, very intentionally guarded my role as a wife and a mom so that we in this home can live without chaos, because that's really important to me because I'm Enneagram 8. That is not going to be important to everybody. If it's not important to you, find out what is important to you, and you can use the Enneagram to help you understand yourself better, which is the owning your story part. Here's the other thing I want to tell you. In order to be an intentional person at work, at home, in your marriage, you have to say no a lot. So if you have people-pleasing tendencies, which I 100% do not, I can still help you though with that. I used to have more than I have now. But the thing is, you have to say yes to what you have decided to say yes to. And those systems will work because you are giving them the time they need to work. Then you have to say no to everything else. At least the things you don't really want to do. So when somebody asks you to bake cupcakes for the class party tomorrow, but you know that today is laundry day, then the answer is no. And that makes some of you feel uncomfortable with me just saying that. And I just want you to know that saying no is going to be the key for you being able to maintain these systems. So I'm giving you permission. You can just be like, no, I can't bake cupcakes because my life coach told me I couldn't. And then the last thing is, I want you, here at Sarah Abbott Life Coaching, we say, own your story, change your life. And I mean that. It's that simple to me. But I like to use the Enneagram to help people really understand themselves in a whole new way. And I'm going to give you an example of how that personality work can really help transform your life in your systems. I have always done laundry one day a week, and I have had many people question that method. When we adopted my older son, my social worker was like, well, you're not going to be able to be so rigid when you're a mom. And I was like, girl, I don't think you met me. I'll be rigid if I want to be rigid. But anyway, so it's a different story. And I've also had most of my mom friends over the years really speaking into like, no, it makes more sense to do laundry every day. You don't have to buy as many clothes, right? Because you're washing things more often. And I was like, what? That doesn't make... So it's like I got peer pressured into doing laundry every day. And here's how that worked. For about a year, I let it go too long, which is something we're going to address later. The key to a healthy system is evaluating if it's working for you, because it might work for Karen, but it's not going to work for you, okay? I let it go on way too long. But here's the deal. Doing laundry every day does not suit my personality. It's too moderate. So after a year of literally the laundry was never done and folded, it was awful. Ugh. I finally realized, Sarah, go back to what works for me, which is doing all the laundry in one day. Why does that work for me? Well, the Enneagram helped me understand it. That's a very intense way of doing laundry. I am attracted to intense things. So of course, that is going to be more fun for me than doing a little bit every day. That kind of like moderate approach to life just doesn't interest me, to be honest with you. And so the sense of completion when every single piece of clothing is clean for like one moment, I love that. I will do anything for that feeling. And so anyway, understanding myself helped me go back to the system that works for me. And let me tell you something, I say no to a lot of things on laundry day because it's laundry day and it's intense and I have to do it all in one day, but I love it. And the laundry's done and folded and put away. And you know what? I'm going to buy the clothes anyway. I like buying clothes. So doing laundry every day so that you don't have to buy as many clothes didn't work because I bought the clothes anyway. So this is why owning your story is an important part of every single life change, including getting organized. All right, come back next Monday, because every Monday we drop these monthly themes, and every Monday we're going to be talking about systems. So come back in a week, next Monday, and we are going to talk about how to get your laundry done in a sane, functional way. Isn't that exciting? Not really, but it is exciting when your laundry's done and functional. So it's a little bit exciting, we can be honest. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe. And I would just love it if you like this video, please hit like and leave a comment if there's something that you thought was interesting or want to know more about, because I would just really enjoy knowing that about you. Thank you for joining us. Come back Wednesday. Every single Wednesday, we're doing our Boundary Work Wednesdays, and it's my favorite day of the week. I love it. I love learning boundaries. It's the key to happiness and freedom. Take care. I will see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.